So if you're one of the lucky gamers who managed to get their hands on a new Xbox this past holiday season, then you know from first-hand experience what a game changer it can be. Whether it's the Series X or Series S, you've seen substantial upgrades in performance across your favorite games. Obviously, developers have released new games to take advantage of the next-gen hardware, but even with old games, we're seeing improvements in performance. Whether it's doubling or even in some cases quadrupling frame rates on the new group of consoles, games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, Halo MCC, Destiny 2, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Sea of Thieves, or even The Division 2 and many more have taken full advantage of the hardware to make their games not only look better, but also run smoother in the process. But this week, Xbox has begun to take matters into their own hands and boost performance of games without any work on behalf of the original developers. So I thought it'd be cool to make a quick video and to dive into some of these details to show just exactly what Xbox has managed to do. So let's get started. First off, if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like, maybe tell a friend or two about the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. I started making original content on this channel around this time last year, right before the pandy started, and it's honestly been one of the things that's been keeping me sane. And it's absolutely crazy to me that in that year I managed to gain over 120 subscribers, which I know doesn't sound like a lot compared to a lot of these other YouTubers, but it really does mean a lot to me, and I can't thank you all enough for that. And with all of that out of the way, let's talk about Xbox. Back in October, Xbox had teased a method of doubling the frame rates in games that were previously locked to 30 FPS. And the example they used was Fallout 4, and I'll leave a link to that video in the description below to check out just in case on the off chance you haven't seen it yet. But it's a really cool video that shows Xbox doing work on the system level to basically take Fallout 4 from a 30 FPS game to a full 60 FPS game on console with zero work on the developer side of things. And it's really impressive stuff, and this week Xbox has released the first batch of games benefiting from what they're calling FPS BOOST. The list of games are Far Cry 4, Watch Dogs 2, Sniper Elite 4, New Super Lucky's Tale, and UFC 4. And they say that they'll be adding games to this list every few weeks for months and months to come. And this is all really exciting stuff. In fact, you can see in this gameplay that I'm playing Far Cry 4 at 60 FPS and it's running smooth as silk on my Series X. And when you pair the increase in performance with Auto HDR, it's really transformative for this game. And keep in mind that this game wasn't patched for the Xbox One X, so this isn't running at 4K or 1440p. In fact, it's running the original Xbox One code at 1440 by 1080p. And if you've got a Series S, then don't fret, because all of these games will see boosts in performance on Xbox's budget console as well. And I'm not a tech channel, so I really don't delve into all of the technical stuff. I know enough to be somewhat knowledgeable in a conversation, but I'm not super into that stuff like a lot of other YouTubers are. So I'm going to spare you a lot of the details, but basically Xbox's Back-Compat team has found a workaround that adjusts the frame rate at the direct 3D level, which increases system performance without interfering with the game's original code. And what this basically means is the game is able to run at a higher frame rate without knowing that it's running at a higher frame rate. And really, this takes a lot of pressure off of developers who would otherwise have to go back and edit these games' original code to unlock a previously locked frame rate. And this takes time and resources that, quite frankly, a lot of developers don't want to allocate to older projects of theirs. So it's really cool that Microsoft has found a way to do this entirely on their end without the developers having to worry about having extra work to do on top of projects that they're already working on. And this is something that's likely going to be a game changer going forward for the Xbox platform, because like I said, Xbox has already said that this is just the beginning of this process, so you can expect tons more games to be added to this list in the coming weeks, months, and maybe even years. And it's unfortunate that Fallout 4 wasn't one of the first games on this list. However, there is a way to play Fallout 4 at 60 FPS on your shiny new console. Just load the game up and find the 60 FPS mod in the mods menu and download it and restart your game. And if you're worried about playing with a mod enabled and not being able to get your achievements, well, then you're in luck, because you can actually go into the mod menu after restarting the game and disable the 60 FPS mod, and as long as you don't close the game application, then you can play the game in 60 FPS and you'll still be able to unlock your achievements. And the good news, or the even better news I should say, is that all of this also applies to 60 FPS in Skyrim as well. And with that little tip, I think that this is a good place to end the video, but what do you guys think? Leave a comment and give me some games that you want to see get performance boosts on your new Xbox console. I know for me personally, I really hope that they can find a way to get Assassin's Creed Odyssey running at 60 FPS on Xbox. But in the meantime, I'm really enjoying Far Cry 4 because that was honestly one of my favorite games from the previous generation. But remember to leave a like if you liked the video, and please subscribe if you would be so kind. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.